Hey guys, what's up? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. So in today's video, I have December's Boxycharm, and I'm so excited, you guys. I already did take a peek just because I want to be able to try everything on my face, and I am absolutely excited for this month's box. And also, they did definitely change the box. The box used to be skinnier and like longer. Now it's like shorter and fatter. So like I said, I already did take a peek, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab the card. So this month's is Boxycharm Bubbles and Glitz, and I got variation 43. So on the back, it tells you everything that's in the box and then how much everything costs. So for anybody that doesn't know, Boxycharm is a beauty subscription. So I pay $25 a month, and I'm guaranteed 5 full-size products at $125 in value. And they do have other boxes, like I think they have a $35 box and also a $50 box. I'm not really sure about any of those boxes, but I will leave the link below in case you guys want to check out Boxycharm for yourselves. So first thing I got in the box was the Sponge by Makeup Eraser. This is the first ever machine washable makeup sponge, which is really, really cool. This is non-toxic, hyperallergenic, and latex free. Durable design, threaded to withstand the spin, tumble, and heat of the washer and dryer. So that's really cool. I'm super excited to try this out. So I did already open this so I could get the sponge wet. And here is the little thing that the sponge comes in, which I think is really cool. So you would just close this and then pop it in the washer, and then you could also dry it. I don't see myself really putting this in the washer. I'll just wash it how I wash every other sponge that I have. Like I said, I did get this wet, so this is what it looks like up close. So now this does remind me of my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. They almost have like the same material. So the makeup eraser sponge is wet. The e.l.f. one is not, but they almost have that same texture. So I'm going to go ahead and read about the sponge. The original makeup eraser, the first ever machine washable sponge, specifically formulated by the original makeup eraser. It features the same unique wash technology to erase makeup out of a sponge simply by machine washing. This retails for $18. I'm really, really excited to try this out. So really quickly, I will just show you everything in the box so we can get that out of the way. So the second thing I got is the Sutra mini ceramic curling iron with a cool tip. This is in the color lavender. So I was going to try this out, but I did wash my hair and I already straightened it. So maybe in an upcoming video, I will do a video based on just this. So the Sutra Beauty, style your hair like a professional with this mini ceramic curling iron. The compact design is safe for all hair types and has a max temperature of 370 degrees Fahrenheit. Create gorgeous curls with ease and keep hair healthy with even heat distribution and adjustable temperature controls. This retails for $50. So next up, I got the Tarte Maneater Mascara. So let's read about this. The Tarte Maneater Mascara. Warning, maximum compliments ahead with this volumizing, lengthening, and curling mascara with a soft flex brush and lightweight triple black formula. Wow, so I'm really excited to try this. This retails for $23. Next up, we have the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsession Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm really, really excited about this. I've seen a few people open their boxes and they actually got this, and I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get that in my box. I'm just not going to get it. So when I got it, I was really, really excited. So we are going to play around with this today. Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions Eyeshadow Palette. Each Huda Beauty Obsessions eyeshadow palette is packed with a selection of 9 highly pigmented mattes and striking shimmers, all with a smooth and blendable texture. Amethyst has a 6 duochrome and 3 matte shades in accommodating mauve and violet tones. This retails for $27. So now the last thing in the box is the Viseart Professional Makeup Eye Primer. So I haven't ever even heard of this, but this is what this looks like. Another thing that's going to go really good with the eyeshadow palette. So the Viseart Seamless Eyeshadow Primer. This seamless eye primer works with all eyeshadows to ensure crease-free and vibrant wear. This retails for $24. So I'm first going to take my Hard Candy Hydrating Primer. I'm just going to start working this all around my T-zone and then kind of the rest of my face as well. So the first product we're going to use out of the box is the makeup sponge. So I'm going to take my CoverGirl True Blend Foundation in the shade Classic Ivory. I'm really, really curious to see if this is anything like the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, just because of the way it feels and looks. I know with the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, it blends my foundation and concealer so fast. So we're going to see if this is comparable. First things first, it's not really sucking up any of the product, which I know if it's a good beauty sponge, it won't suck up any of the product. And if it's more of like a crappy one, it'll suck up most of the foundation. So foundation is done and blended out. I wouldn't say it's the best sponge I've ever tried. I mean, it's not the worst, but let's go ahead and do the concealer. So I'm going to take my Dose of Colors Meet Your Hero Concealer in the shade 07. Okay, so it did an okay at blending it out. I am going to go and set the rest of my face in bronze and all that good stuff, and then I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back, and I did my face. So what I feel about the makeup eraser sponge, I don't know. Like I said, I definitely have had a lot better. I feel like the e.l.f. one is 100% better than this. It isn't really as squishy as the e.l.f. And I don't know. I feel like it just didn't give me that flawless application like some beauty sponges do. So if I was to rate this, I would probably give this a 7 out of 10 stars. Once I use it more, I might end up liking it. I'm usually really weird with stuff. I might not like it in the beginning, and then I might end up loving it the next day. So I'll have to keep you guys updated on this. But yeah, like I said, as of now, it's 7 out of 10 stars for me. Next thing we're going to try is the Viseart eyeshadow primer. So it's got like a little squeezy top. So there, a little bit came out. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this on my eye. So I'm just going to take a little concealer buffer brush by MSQ. So I don't usually typically like to go for a sheer eye primer. I don't know. I guess we'll just see how it goes. This really does feel almost just like a face primer though. Like, am I supposed to set this down? Because usually when I apply concealer, I usually set it down and stuff. And I'm not really sure how to do it with this stuff. Because like I said, I usually don't use clear primers. All right, guys. So now we are going to go in with the Huda palette. So this is what she looks like. And she does come with a really big mirror. Super pretty shades. I'm really excited to play around with this. So I guess I'm not really going to set my lids because I really don't know if I'm supposed to with a clear based primer. Okay, so it did dry down like fairly quickly. It really isn't even tacky that I can feel, but let's go ahead and jump on in. So I'm guessing there isn't any shade names because I'm not seeing shade names anywhere, but I'm first going to go in with this shade right here. So I'm just going to start blending this like all around my crease area. Pigment seems to be really nice. I just don't like that you can see the veins on my eyelid because that looks so funny. I don't really think the eyeshadow primer is doing anything more for me than what a concealer would do. I actually think concealer is much better. Color seems to be packing on very well. It's just like I said, I would have much rather preferred a concealer because I feel like with a concealer, it actually makes it stand out more. Now, I think with the eyeshadow primer, it's supposed to make your colors look more vibrant, but I feel like in that case, it really didn't do anything for me. Yeah, I am totally not digging the eyeshadow primer at all. But then I'm going to go ahead and grab this deeper shade right here. I really want to keep that solely on the outer V because we will be going in with a few different shimmers. This color is picking up really well on my brush. Okay, wow, you guys, this color is patching up terribly. Like, there is literally like streaks and lines right here, which looks absolutely terrible. I'm gonna see if I can't fix it by just continuously packing on the color. Almost guarantee you that it is that eyeshadow primer. Wow, that is absolutely awful. So if you guys can see right here where it kind of looks like I drew a wing on, but I didn't, that is where the shadow is patching up. I'm not going to let this whole eye look be ruined just because of that one mistake. So I am going to go in with some shimmer. I'm first going to take this shade right here. I'm going to pack this right on the inner part of the eye. That is a beautiful, beautiful shimmer shade. Wow, now that shade is absolutely stunning. So I'm going to use that same brush, and then I'm going to go in with this center shade right here. And I'm going to lay that shade right next to the last shade. This is going to be more so in the center of my lid. Now the pigment for this shade definitely is nowhere near the first shade. And then I'm going to take this shade right here. I'm just going to pop that right here, right after the lash shade. Now that's a really pretty shimmer. That applied really nicely. So I'm going to go back in and pick up that first matte shade and just blend that into the crease. I'm so disappointed in that eyeshadow primer. I feel like the palette would have had more of a chance with a concealer. Like now I know like I will not use that stuff ever again. But for the palette itself, I absolutely love the palettes. I love the colors, I love the shimmers, I loved everything about the palette. So I can't wait to try this again without using that light primer and actually using like concealer. But I'm going to go ahead and get some false lashes on. I decided not to do them on camera today because it just takes too long. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, so lashes are on and I feel like lashes always make a look come together. Even if the eyeshadow doesn't look as good, lashes always make it look better. But I still do have the Tarte Maneater mascara that we will try on the bottom lashes. Also, we're really going to get another feel for the Huda palette on the bottom waterline as well. Alright, so let's go back in with the Huda palette. I'm first going to grab that deeper shade. I'm just going to smoke that along my lower lash line. Like, wow, that shade is so much more pigmented on the bottom waterline. So I think that primer really did ruin the whole eye look. I'm not going to say ruin because the shimmer shades and stuff are still really beautiful. And then I'm going to go in with this matte shade right here to blend that out. So now we're going to go ahead and try out the Tarte Maneater mascara. And then this is what the wand looks like. So this might be really good for the lower lash line. So I honestly feel like it really didn't do anything for my eyelashes. The one good thing it didn't do was get mascara all along the bottom of my eye. Because with a lot of mascaras, I always end up getting mascara underneath of my lashes. Alright guys, and I think that is everything for the box. I'm going to go put my hair down and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and go over everything that we got. I'll tell you what I liked and what I didn't like, and then I'll give you the final price on everything. So first up was the makeup eraser sponge. I would probably give this 7 out of 10 stars. The concept is really, really cool, but the sponge itself, it isn't the worst I've ever tried, but it definitely isn't the best either. I feel like if it's comparable to any sponge, it would be the e.l.f., but then again, the e.l.f. one is a crap ton better and it's only $5. Like I said, again, the concept cool, but just probably not for me. The Huda Beauty palette, I would give this 8 or 9 out of 10 stars. Just because the eyelid primer didn't go really well with my eyes. It definitely wasn't the palette's fault. When I did end up doing it on the lower lash line, it performed really well. And I absolutely loved the shimmers in it. I can't wait to play around with this some more without using that horrible, horrible eyeshadow primer. Next up, we got the Viseart eyeshadow primer. This was a total dud for me. I absolutely did not like this. I don't want to say hate just yet, but I did not like this. I would give this 0 out of 10 stars just for the fact that it was almost completely awful. Like, it did not work well for me at all. Now, I've seen other people use this from their Boxycharm and they absolutely loved it. They said that it brought the colors out like in the eyeshadow palettes, but it just didn't work out for me. And that's okay, because sometimes things that work out for other people don't always work out for me, and vice versa. Next up, we got the Tarte Maneater mascara. So for this, I would probably give this 8 out of 10 stars. I really did like how it did my bottom lashes. I did not try it on the top yet, but it did a really, really good job at separating them. It didn't clump, and then it didn't make a mess underneath of my lashes. I think because the bristles are so small, it works really well for the lower lashes. I'm sure I'll be trying this in an upcoming video, so I'll definitely let you guys know my final thoughts on it. Last but not least, I got the Sutra mini ceramic curling iron. Once again, this was my choice, and I'm sure I probably will do an upcoming video on this because, like I said, I blow dried my hair today and I straightened it, so I just didn't want to go back in with a curling iron. But I'm sure you guys will see my final thoughts on this one way or another. Okay, so the Huda Beauty palette was $27. The Sutra Beauty curling iron was $49.99. The Tarte Maneater mascara was $23. The Viseart eye primer was $24. And the original makeup eraser was $18. So we came out with a total of $141.99. So overall, great box. It's really worth it. Even though I didn't like the eyeshadow primer, I feel like paying $25 for $140 worth of products is totally worth it. And if you're somebody that doesn't have a lot of makeup but would like to build your makeup collection on a budget, this is the best way to do it. $25 a month, I feel like it's a total steal. And I absolutely, absolutely love my Boxycharm. Every month there might be one thing in the box that I really didn't enjoy, but that doesn't make up for all the other great stuff. So yeah, I will leave the link for Boxycharm below in case you want to go on and check it out for yourself. If you guys did end up liking this video, please give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And also I want to thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.